Hey, Sweet Stick Sonny on the trail. Today is a milestone. We are at our 46th National Park. We are at Mount Rainier National Park, just outside of Ashford, Washington. This mountain is so big, it feels like it's in your living room. I can feel the breeze coming off the snow. We started this hike at about 6,000 feet. So we've been on the trail for about 45 minutes, and the first 25 minutes was straight up pretty much. And now it's starting to level off. Doing the Skyline loop. It's awesome. I will see you down the road. So we're about an hour into this, and look at this cascade coming down from the peak. That's a crazy, beautiful, unbelievable. Say it isn't so, Joe. And I'm gonna take you around and you're gonna see the valley and the river. That's where the visitor center is and the entrance to the park. The mountain is so big and we're so close, it takes up the whole screen. So we're about 2 hours into this 4.5 hour hike, and we are as close to the mountain as we've been since we started. And you know, it just keeps blowing me away. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And then there's that cascade that we saw earlier. Now we're closer. This is really something. We've run into a lot of snow. The trail's pretty good, but it's starting to really thin out up here. I've seen a few hikers, but most of the crowds are at the bottom. We are at the turnaround point, heading back. There's the valley. So the solitude of finishing off the hike. Oh, it's quiet. It's a great place to be. Mount Rainier National Park. When you see it, you can almost touch it. The size. In this case, size does matter. I'm going to put both hikes together. And the reason I'm going to do that is that they were both amazing in their own way, but it really does illustrate how great these national parks are and how big they are. We're doing a hike called the Eastside Trail. It's completely different than hiking Mount Rainier. We are going past a point they call Grove of the Patriarchs. And there are trees there that were there 500 years before Columbus. So that's going to be amazing to see. It's one of the oldest groves in the country. So this glacier stream that you're looking at is coming off the east side of Mount Rainier. This stream is amazing. This is coming to you straight from Mount Rainier. Stars of this trail are these massive old growth trees that are predominantly made up of western hemlock, Douglas fir, and red cedar. The star of the show is this red cedar, old growth, over 1,000 years old. And one of the things that's amazing is when you're walking on the trail, these are the tiny thousands of little pine cones. Those are the really small little pine cone looking things that I was telling you about earlier. Only 1 or 2 of them will even make it. Trees die. Eventually they die, and I'm seeing some youngsters coming along that might only be 100 years old. So the forest figures it out. Mother Nature always wins. There are over 200 different kinds of animals in the park. I saw a flying squirrel. But the point is that these parks, so much is going on that you don't even notice. And that is crazy. That is amazing. And that's what makes these parks so special. One of Sonny's tips of the trail is give yourself 2 or 3 days to see the park. Don't be in a hurry. I've said that before. Slow everything down. Enjoy everything about the park. I will see you next time on the trail.